Now my pleasure to introduce a special guest on behalf of Governor Huckabee, who's a candidate for President of the United States, our former governor of the state of South Carolina, the Honorable David Beasley.
Wow, it is great to be here. And Mary Wood wishes she were here, but we had one child had to be somewhere at 8 o'clock, one child had to be at a ball game at 10 o'clock, and another child, well, you know the story. And that's why I'm here. I love this country. And I don't care who fusses at us and bickers at us. It's the greatest country on the face of this earth. God bless the United States of America. And I know you believe like I do. We have our concerns. We saw what happened in 2006 in the elections. Why? Because we did not stand up for what we believe in. We did not stick to our traditional core values that make this nation great, that make this Republican Party the strongest party in this country, the party that is good for America. Well, I truly believe we ought to stand for what we believe in and be willing to take the consequences. And the consequences will be a greater America, a stronger nation. A nation that we don't have to apologize to anyone. A nation that's proud yet humble. And folks, I, like you, am concerned about what's happening in Washington. The establishment in Washington seems to be selling out to special interest groups, granting amnesty to illegal aliens. It's wrong. And we need leadership that will stand for what is right. And we've got some good candidates running. And I can tell you, and I know you believe like I do, that the worst of our candidates on our worst day is better than the best of their candidates on their best day. And America will be better for it as well. I've been sitting on the sidelines, like many of you, watching this presidential campaign unfold and unfold and unfold. And I've been on the farm raising the children with Mary Wood and enjoying life, and as many of you know, doing a lot of international humanitarian missions work in North Africa and the Middle East. And as I've been watching these debates and watching debates the other night in South Carolina, I noticed my old friend Mike Huckabee, someone who's authentic, consistently conservative, has always been that way. We served as governors together. I have seen this man. I know this man. I know his values. And I do believe that this country needs a leadership that will stand strong and do us right regardless of the consequences. Someone who won't shy away from the conservative issues like pro-life and pro-family. Yes, and pro-marriage between a man and a woman. We need the leadership that will do what's good and do what's right. And make this nation strong again. And Mike has stood strong and consistent in Arkansas, whether you're talking about pro-family, whether you're talking about pro-life, whether you're talking about cutting taxes, whether you're talking about the Second Amendment, and we can go on and on and on. But I want you to watch Mike Huckabee as this campaign unfolds. Because I've had some people say, I can't believe you're not coming out for one of the first tier. I said, well, you know, when I started campaigning in 1993, I was at 2%. And I said, this country likes an underdog. This country likes a man that will stand for what is right and what is good. And people are learning about Mike Huckabee. But folks, this is not a campaign about Mike Huckabee. This is a campaign about our children, our families. Where is America going? Who are we as a nation? I'm not giving up on this great nation. As I travel around the world and go in some of the most difficult places, whether it's Sudan, Darfur, Libya, Turkmenistan, Yemen, Myanmar, I see that this nation is a beacon of hope for the rest of the world.
Yes, it is.
And with humility, we should move forward with leadership that stands strongly, with courage, with the right convictions. And I know, and I believe this, Barbara Bush probably had one of the greatest quotes in a presidential campaign that I've heard in the last 20 or 30 years. And she said, you know, it's not so much as what happens at the White House as what happens at your house.
Well, you know, Barbara Bush is right. But you and I also know that Barbara Bush believed that what happens at the White House is important. And I don't want another day of a President Clinton. I want another 8 years of a Republican administration standing up for American values and a president that will stand up with values that line right up with me and you in South Carolina. And Mike Huckabee is that man. And I hope you'll join me and Mary Wood supporting Mike and Janet over the next several months. But regardless of who our nominee is, we must be united behind our Republican nominee so that America can shine again. God bless you. God bless America.